What is IAMSpace?
IAMSpace is a opportunity to understand who you are and who God has called you to be. I feel like in so many seasons and parts of our lives, we are put into spaces. God has created spaces within our lives to understand who He wants us to be in that particular season. So IAMSpace is just a opportunity to see the journeys of myself, see the journeys of what you could see in your own life, and to become who God has called you to be.
Why is this space necessary?
I feel like in a world that's constantly going, in a world that's constantly wanting us to be someone that we are not, I really feel like this space, IAMSpace, is a great opportunity to see who we truly are. I never want to be someone who I am not. It's really hard for me to even do that. And so I just feel like IAMSpace is that opportunity just to be who you are, be okay with who you are, and having that vulnerability in place.
What brought you to this moment?
Years of God just getting at me, right? Starting back at 2015, 2016, God had instilled that I am in me. And ever since that day, I just could not get away from understanding who God wants me to be and my identity in Him. And so from years of trying to get the correct revelation that God wanted me to have, kind of understanding where I fall into that revelation and ultimately having the confidence enough to even get there, that's what brought me here into this moment right now.
So what makes this space different from others?
I think it's the vulnerability. Like I said before, there's so many things that wants us to become all these different types of things, right? We got the influencers, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, right? But I think that having this space is necessary to be vulnerable and even saying like, today is not a good day for me, or you know what, I'm not feeling the best way that I need to feel right now. I need a space to kind of build me back up. And so I just truly think that this is necessary, and it kind of gives us an opportunity to connect with the people around us that helps us become who we are today.
So you mentioned connecting. What should the people expect when connecting in this space?
I think you should see just an understanding space, a vulnerable space, a loving space, and a pushing place as well. I think that as much as we try to understand who God wants us to be, I think it's also necessary to push each other to ultimately become that, right? I think God calls us to be a thing, and then He makes us that thing. And I think this space makes us that particular thing. And so connecting with other people who can help us go further in our own journey is going to be super helpful in this space.
We talked about what brought you to this space. Why is it necessary, and how to connect to this space? So what does this space really look like?
So there's a combination of things. We'll have audios, which you'll be able to hear about the conversations and the things that I understand as identity. You'll have visuals, which you'll be able to see the understandings of identity and the spaces that I was so blessed to be in. And then we'll have blogs. So the blogs will be a space where you'll be able to read on my website about the understanding and the revelations about identity. So with all of those three put together, it's going to create a great space. Is that okay?
Yes, that was